All right, welcome back. It's been a long time coming, but we back in live in effect, the Jive Time Turkeys. 2026 starting off the new year episode. This episode, I'm A Prince 15. I'm joined by
Peace, peace, Dre. Walk on. Sideline guy forever. Still on the sideline, but I watch him on YouTube, man.
Nice. I like dynamite. What's up, fellas?
What's
Yes,
happening?
yes. What's up? What's up? We're gonna do a lot of football, actually, and some basketball. Probably go college football, NBA, then NFL real quick. It's been a lot of action over the past week or so. So college football playoff most recent semifinals yesterday and today. By the time this goes up, you'll hear Miami beat Ole Miss. Uh, Carson Beck running in the game winning touchdown under a minute left. Tonight, uh, Indiana is uh, not running the score, but they beating their ass to Oregon. Trying to find out the score. Looks last I checked, it was 49-15, like 10 minutes left in the fourth. So we look like we heading it towards Indiana, Miami national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Next a week from Monday, so January 19th in Miami. So Miami essentially has a home game. Uh, I don't think that matters personally. My pick going in is Indiana. I've seen enough of them. They've been building toward this over the past 2 years. The only teams they've lost to were the two teams who played for last year's national championship. Um, so I think they got the offensive line to keep Miami's defensive line in check. I think they have the defense to keep Miami's offense in check, which does go throughout spells throughout the game of not playing high levels, but Indiana's just like consistently coming at you all the time. So my early pick is Indiana. What say you guys?
I definitely have Indiana. And not because I have them in my playoff pool, but I just think from all the points that you made, they're big, they're fast, they're mean, they're fast. They say, hey, you already said that. Yeah. Well coached, yeah. So yeah, I think they have a point. I think from the coach and staff on down to the players, they like have chips on their shoulders. They want to prove that they belong.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's much more to say after tonight, especially. Indiana is like the lead. It would be has to be a true Miami miracle, I think. And if their bounty program will work, but if their bounty program don't work, it's going to be an Indiana championship. So it's no, I'm going for North Alabama. Northern Alabama got it.
Yeah, that's definitely what they building right there. Yeah, I mean, interesting stuff because college football is in this whole crazy time of transfer portal, um, like players leaving teams, like it's NFL free agency, coaches leaving. Um, I said this earlier in our chat. You know, I was rooting for Ole Miss, but on the bright side, like I am tired of hearing about Lane Kiffin.
Mhm.
Like I'm kind of glad that's over with. Like the whole thing about, oh yeah, he made this amount of money, and then oh, I don't know if he's going to let assistants go. Like I, 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 I don't know. Like at this point, it's like maybe you should just let him finish out the playoff run. If you was going to need his assistants, you might as well just let him finish out the run. Like I don't I don't think he got any new recruit. And to me, I never really understood I mean, yes, it's two jobs, but if the coach is willing to do two jobs, there's no bigger, like everybody wins. The players who want to leave, if you go put good tape out there
Mm-hmm.
and you want to go get in the portal, you got good tape. Your team's doing well. You're continuing the momentum. For Lane Kiffin, you're leaving. All right, you got, hey guys, that I'm coming to. This is how I coach. This is the standard we're coming to. You're supposed to be better than them. That's why I'm leaving this job. So this is what you got to come to. for Ole Miss, hey, the coach that's coming in, look what you got here, right? You think you better than him, right? You think you worse than Lane Kiffin? No coach would say that. So look what you got. So like, I never understood that. Oh, he's gonna kill the morale of the team. Hey man, they've been winning all these games. They want to win a national title. So like I all this you need as offensive coaches. Well, hell, it was just a lot of you know, I guess it was a slow news sound, but it really wasn't. But yeah, thoughts.
So I have
Everybody
a
just loves Lane Kiffin. Like it just the
who loves
media,
Lane Kiffin?
the media loves him. They love talking about him. Provocative, it gets their blood flowing, I guess.
So I had a thesis, um, but I don't want to say it online. I don't want to be on the internet forever. But and I'm not sure about like I had a Lane Kiffin as a, but it's the situation too, right? Like he can only strike by the iron's hot, quote unquote. Like they couldn't offer him a job, he had to take it after. They wouldn't give him the job. They couldn't wait till after the whole process. So it's like when I thought about it, I was like, well, it's not really all him, but he don't help the situation. But it's not like I'm leaving right now because I want to right now. It's like, well, kind of have to because I
Right.
just so it's like how the timer works out. Um, but I do definitely think if he was coaching last night, they'd have won that game without a
Oh
doubt.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe that too. Like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I don't know they'll beat Indiana because especially the way was it Lacey? Casey Lacey, the way he
Yeah.
was looking like
At the
if
end
he's healthy,
closing.
then maybe they got a chance, but him being hammered, it's a
Yeah.
struggle. Because even if he was healthy yesterday, I think it'd have been a lot more tighter.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Miami would have had to play lights out the second half if he's healthy. But I don't know him either, but it's something that's about Lane Kiffin that's kind of like it's his fault, but it's not at the same time because LSU offered the job. So it's like so
Yeah, it's
that's the only struggle I have. It's like I want to put it on him that Chambers didn't get to close like he wanted to,
right.
especially how he looked at the end of the game. Like that's a lot of my coach left me hurt. Like we could have done this if he wasn't gone. So
Yeah, and I mean, yeah. And the argument to strengthen your point is like, sure, the offense did it, but like Pete Golden, maybe you could have had a little bit more time on defense if you wasn't trying to be head coach.
yeah,
If you
that
wasn't
too.
if you
Yeah,
wasn't having to do the
every
interviews that Lane Kiffin would have been handling,
yeah,
you'd have been maybe to scheme up your defense to get one more stop
right,
down the stretch. So
yeah.
just little things like that.
And it was like a
Uh
brother that was new on the sideline. I think he was a coach for LSU. He had just come in and he had responsibility. They were talking about in the beginning. That's a lot of stuff you got to get coordinated and get logistics to handle on top of playing. And even if it was like week 7, right? It's still gonna be
yeah.
logistics. But semis,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, it
So
was it was a valiant effort, but yeah, it's not all his fault. Like I
right,
guess if we had to assign a percentage, it's like one of those 60-40s, depending on the day, how you feel and what he say. It might
yeah,
be 60%, but another day it might be 40.
yeah,
But yeah, because they just had an early signing day or some shit like yeah, you
yeah,
got to be there for that.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's for that. But I mean I'm sure there's more college football stories, but I want to get to the NBA as being from DC. Uh Trey Young's coming. Actually, Trey Young is in town, had his introductory press conference today. Um Talked about, all the right things offensively, but for me, more importantly, he at least mentioned, you got to give effort on defense. That's always been my worry for him. Uh, and I actually thought about it today, like in preparation for the show. It's like, one, I was short for a long time. So playing basketball for a long time, I was short. So being short playing basketball, depending on like if you play outside in the park, you got to play defense. Like it's not an inside the gym where like, oh, coach, good structure. All right, you go play zone. No, 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 no. You got to learn how to play defense. And so for that, when you're short, like, all right, they get if you short, but they won't respect no effort. And for me, it's like growing up, it seems as if he didn't play outside a lot in the park with people older than him because he was able to hone his offensive game, which starting out probably was against people his height, which he was better than. I've seen it as a coach of like second grade all the way through eighth grade. If they're good in second grade and all they do is beat up on the second graders. If they don't learn habits, playing defense, all of that, when they get to middle school and the talent start to even out, it falls apart. So now finally caught up to them in the NBA. They're not as tall as everybody else, you're not as big as everybody else, but you can definitely give effort on the defensive end. And I think toward the end of Atlanta, like for whatever reason, I don't know him or the defense back in the Lane Kiffin type situation. He just wasn't given enough defensive effort. And now in the NBA teams hone on that. Oh, you got somebody out there who don't want to play defense. You're coming to the top every single time. Even the Lakers see it with Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. Like if they have their moments, they get out there and get beat. Just I saw it against the Spurs. Whenever the last time they played the Spurs, Stephon Castle. Oh, Luka, you don't want to play defense? Boom, I'm coming right at you. Layup. Next time down, miss, when be put back. Because all my shots in the paint because we don't play defense. So I hope for his sake, I actually I saw something today. He might not even play this season, but if he does, I hope he gives some defensive effort. Um, like then it'll at least be fun.
Before Olu jumps in, I just
Hmm.
want to know one thing: is he healthy? He's fully healthy, or is he nursing anything? Is he what's his?
So here's what I don't know because it's one of those like he probably was nursing something, but once they decide they go trade you, you shut down.
Okay.
So we'll see in the coming weeks if they give him time to like ramp up, or if they're just like, we probably just go ease you out of the season, keep our draft pick. Um, because if it's outside eighth, it goes to the Knicks. So keep our draft pick, play you in 20 games sparingly. After a couple games, your ankle hurt or something. That might be the play.
I don't think he comes back until after All Star. Give him about 20 games to just try to, gel or get a rhythm with the youngsters on the team. Because yeah, they definitely don't want to lose that eighth pick. That'll be organizational malfeasance. uh, I mean, I like the move because it's a move that good front offices make because they have a vision and they're using all avenues to get to the vision, whether he stays or not. His time here, I think they'll make the most of his time here. Whether it be if he actually plays or just helping the younger players become better ball players. Because even if it was a clip from the game tonight, him and Bilal Coulibaly were like on the bench, like he was like you could see Bilal was really like interested in what he was saying, and Trey was interested in telling him, giving him, like it's a game if you will. And but I think depending on however many games he plays, um, how that works out, he has the play option next year, and he'd be a fool not to opt in for $49.5 million. I think the Wizards, if they see like it could possibly work, adding in a first round pick, hopefully the number one pick in the draft, and the more it gets to it, I'm wanting AJ uh, deep and uh, help me out with that. With
The
the band,
Banza, yeah,
the band,
AJ
the
Banza, yeah.
band. But yeah, I think like maybe they give him a contract extension, maybe a year, actually you guarantee next year and give him another year. Um, but he still be a tradable asset if it doesn't work or if they want to go in a different direction. If and he can show that he can play with younger guys and give effort on defense and actually be the player that we saw. What was that? 4 years
2020,
ago.
yeah, 2021.
That was 21 when he took the Hawks, led the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals, and put on the show in Madison Square Garden, multiple games. So um, yeah, I just think Will Dawkins really knows what he's doing, and he was there to see how OKC built it, and now he's running the show here, so he knows the blueprint. and Will I trust. I be like, let him cook. Let's see how it goes. Like a lot of people, like so I posted yesterday, like, oh, the business is back up. Um, that was kind of tongue in cheek, but still at the same time, it's like they're working towards something to be incredible team. And he's excited to play here. I think that's the biggest thing. I know when Jordan Poole got drafted, we kind of was like, oh, Jordan Poole doesn't seem too stoked to be here, but Trey Young wanted to come here, and he's like you say, he's saying the right things, but the energy that it seems that he's coming with is the right stuff. So yeah, I'm real interested. But it's interesting to see that John Moran is that they're starting to fill office for John Moran. That would have been interesting. but
I'm glad they made the Trey Young deal already.
yeah,
Like, so Trey Young's deficiencies in places he needs to work on are on the court. John Morant, to me, I still believe off the court. I think he's just become more insulated in Memphis. I'm not necessarily sure he has matured to the level we think he has. And I think that's why Memphis is okay. I think the Trey Young trade gave Memphis the freedom to publicly do what they've quietly been doing behind the scenes for a while now because they've underachieved this season and they don't like sure he's been in and out the lineup, but it ain't been because of injury all the time. He got suspended for a game and I, I just think they're like, all right, if this is might just run this course. And I think to me, if he gets traded, I think it's time for us as like a fan public, like in general, we got to stop with the face of the franchise stuff. Like we anoint that too early, and now we're starting to see more and more cases where it's like, nah, not really the face of the franchise.
Who else besides him?
Well, Trey Young and John Morant will be it. Zion's next. Um, give me I
Well,
mean,
I have a question. I'm not. Let me
because I can
listen.
make an argument Joel Embiid.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not. It's like, but in the moment they were.
So I guess for me, face of the franchise also implies some longevity with the franchise. And for some of these people, I mean, Joel Embiid, maybe you could argue, all right, I guess he's been there almost a decade. No, no, when did
who's that?
Joel Embiid? Oh, Embiid.
And B, yeah, around about.
But at the moment in which they said it, though, they typically were the face. Like for that season. So you say don't like,
So
what's your criteria for assigning them there? I guess.
I guess for me, like for face of the franchise, so like Trey Young, face of the franchise, and three
But when you
years
think
into his
Hawks for the past
extensions,
4 years,
I
you see
guess
what I'm
I
saying? Like
say
it's not.
play, but it's I would say player of the moment more so
But
than
that's
player of the
I give you that.
face
But I
of the
think.
franchise.
But what if that's analogous? Like what if they're in line? Like if I got to sell season tickets this year, whose face I'm gonna put on the brochure? The face of the franchise. Like I see
Yeah,
they were like just horrible, but like they had those reasons. Like they were valid
yeah, they
for
had their runs. I
they
guess
were
you.
valid. They were valid,
I guess you. I guess.
especially home job. Like it was no one's watching those games except for him.
No, I
Therefore,
feel you. No, I
now if
understand
you were
that.
saying like the Patrick Mahomes, like where you're the face of the league, that's a little much. But of that
Gotcha.
individual
Ah, yeah, yeah,
franchise, 100%.
yeah. I give you that. I give you that. While we were just talking, something came up to me that I wanted to bring up. And it's kind of related to what we were just talking about. With Boogie Cousins, was talking about uh that it's odd that faces of the franchises are getting traded. Um, and I feel him, but I'm also like, isn't that what we want for franchises to recognize when the ship is sinking and get out? And so like, so for me, Trey Young's situation, right? His deficiencies on defense made it hard to ignore whatever he brought on offense. And then like visually, the advanced numbers. So like, yeah, that couldn't go. John Morant, like again, as I just said, I think his off the court stuff is still is manifesting itself in the on the court stuff. LaMelo Ball, though, like, hey, what are we waiting for? Like, should the Hornets keep playing him? Should they keep starting him and giving him 35 minutes a game? They absolutely want nothing with him. They're bringing him off the bench. He's getting like they're bringing him off the bench now, and he's
That
only
was
playing
something.
like
I thought
30
that was
minutes.
just one game.
Well, I think it's like it's under the cover of injuries, but I think it is something that they're like looking into.
Mm.
But it's like he's still scoring, so it's not like they're like, hey, don't yeah, your minutes restrictions, but we gonna do it anytime you start getting hot. Oh, you played enough minutes for this quarter. Come, they're not doing that. He getting all the shots when he get in there. So to me, it's more like they're trying to trade him, but why not? Like, what's keeping them going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So like, I don't think it's some big thing. It's like they should have probably been did this. You're not. Why do you want to keep the because they signed him to an extension? That's reason enough to keep them, even though you can visually see this team is barely a playing team in the East, which, as we talk about, like as a sports whole, don't got no Tatum in Boston, don't got no Halliburton in Indiana. Um, the the Orlando they call Boncaro PB and no J. Like you could go through every team and find a hole. Giannis is out here dunking with 30 seconds left, like a couple seasons after being mad because somebody didn't give his teammate the ball for the first points they scored. Like it's just bananas in the East, and the Hornets are nowhere near contention. So why
Mm-hmm.
not see what you can get for them? See if you can. You go be in the lottery anyway. Why not have extra shots at it?
For
So
the record, I wasn't mad at Giannis for that. Not the little
I mean,
sidebar. I
I
wasn't mad about that.
I mean, all I'll say is at this point, I don't want to hear nobody get mad at any of that ever again. They shoot a three with 1 second left, take the ball out the net and go home, or try to score with half with 3/10 of a second. That's it. When Giannis did that and then came in the press conference and said, "I did it to fire my teammates up," there's nothing else to talk about. And it's do whatever you want till there's triple zeros on the clock. If you want defense, you need to stop them. I, have at it. And that's all.
And it was Milwaukee playing in Chicago, so the little
Yeah.
extra juice with that. So like, yeah,
so I have a question that I'm gonna tie. I'm not gonna try to dilute it too much, but the same hesitate. Now, well, let me first say this about the Wizards. To lose point. They have shown again. I'm on the sideline. What I've seen so far is like, okay, this is a sound. It seems like a sound uh experience is going. Like it makes sense what's going on. One too high, one too low. It's kind of like even kill. Like the response and what they traded seems to be on the level. Like not like, oh, we got the savior to come through. No, we got a kid that we might play. He's potential. We'll see. Like everything we're saying. Um, so the Hornets 13-25, Wizards 10-27, and they're and it was the John Morant. I want to see what John Morant's 16-22. Is it? There's a question. Is this management doing something because the other path is too hard? Like, is it too hard to like, okay, let's scheme around him and try to make it work, or have they exhausted all those options and now it's like, okay, now we got to move the assets because it feels like let's just move assets since we're losing to just do like I got to justify my job.
So I think it's that one that you said before where it's like they've exhausted all the options. So in
Okay.
Memphis, to your point, they were second in the East, a couple seasons ago, and they
Mm-hmm.
haven't gotten back to those levels since.
Mm-hmm.
And even moving the coach, like did move it. There's like nothing else to. They also traded Desmond Bain, so like coming into the season, it's like it's all you, Josh. This is it. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is it. We've traded Bain, who you could argue was taking shots from you, even though he developed into a hell of a player.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is it. It's you and Jaren Jackson. It's you and Triple J, and this is we got 16 wins. Like it's all right. It's time. Yeah,
Okay.
it's time. Same thing for LaMelo Ball. Like, We got
I
all
think
these.
it's Memphis, so they were going to get a little bit more from Zach Edey. He has been hurt. So and KCP, who they traded Bain for. I think they felt they had a better team. They would have filled a better team healthy,
Mm.
a more complete team. But yeah, but not to take away from the point that yeah, it is completely Ja Morant's show.
Yeah.
And they needed him. He needed a bounce back. They needed him to have a bounce back as much. He needed one.
Is he
PR
hurt or is
wise.
he off the court like Fonz?
Who? Morant?
Like he
Yeah.
come back like a major injury or something, or he just
He's had some injuries.
okay.
I mean, relatively, he's not been in really any trouble this season. Relatively speak, I think there was an issue with a celebration at one point in time. But yeah,
Nah, I thought he was getting into it with the coach at the beginning of the
you're
season.
right. You're right. He didn't like how he was being used. There was an issue with that earlier in the season. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like you like ask them. Like I don't know,
yeah,
ask them type. I
yeah.
mean, yeah. And he got yeah.
And for me, it's not even it's the like at the time when they lost to the Wizards were not they were just starting the run that they're on. And like coming into the season, you wouldn't expect the Wizards to beat the Grizz by double digits. Like the Wizards, like they're not trying to win. Like the Grizz, you're supposed to be.
Um,
They're
I
not.
think the players are trying to win.
That's fine, but as you said before, it would be organizational malfeasance if they give away that pick. So
Yeah.
they're not trying to win. Like they're trying to win enough to keep like, and that's what the trade and trade effectively did. It keeps people interested because he need to. All right, when is he going to come back? But he's not going to move the needle, even when he does come back. Hopefully that they lose that pick because they absolutely have to keep that pick because this draft is supposed to be loaded, and so like even if
This
they
is my
don't get
first
number
time
one.
seeing this DMV logo on the Wizards. I'm
Uh,
can they please change the name of this goddamn team? That is the it looks like
uh,
an angry M attacking something
the
with a cape
DMV.
on. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking at is that always there now?
They kind of revamped it. I think the beginning of coming into this year, they changed it up a little bit. It wasn't necessarily like that. They made it a little different.
Look like a fentanyl out Wu Tang symbol. Hmm. Yeah, they
Yeah,
got it. They just change the name. Please change the name. That's all I got.
It'd be nice to go back. To go back to the Bullets.
Oh. No, I don't can't go to the Bullets.
It's just
Can't go to the Bullets.
it's just too difficult to come up with a good name. Like
Yeah,
nobody's going to be happy.
yeah.
Like just
Yeah, I definitely it's a tough task, but they gotta do
yeah.
something. They gotta do something. And they can't go back to the Bullets because obviously, but if
yeah,
they could, yeah, but no. If we weren't just this the Western
yeah,
climate is not it's not gonna work. Yeah,
yeah,
it's not even gonna be us. Like it's just anyway. But yeah, they got to change. The Wizards ain't no better. Like oh, God.
yeah,
That and the Commanders. We ain't gotta go that far. I'm gonna stop there. Both of them names gotta go. And
yeah,
Nationals too. But that's just
I
the
ain't gonna like the
Capitals if we
Nationals.
really want if it wasn't for the word caps, cool. But
I kind of like the Nationals. I don't think the Nationals should change.
I mean, I think
what is that? What is it? What is it? What is it?
that's
What is that a Cub?
that's
Is that an
the
athletic? It's a national. Like, what is it?
what
Like,
is
what
an
is it?
athletic though?
An
Are we
athletic
talking
person. They're athletic. I just feel like they're going to be imposing. They can run around. What is a national? But a white supremacist. I'm gonna stop there, but I'm gonna go. It ain't black
Black
nationalism.
Nationals, Black Nationals, Black
It ain't black.
Nationals.
It ain't black nationalism. Not with that
but
outfit.
but I don't think I don't think that's realistic. The Nash change be just it's too close to the World Series. Um, for them
Oh
to
yeah.
change the name
You know, no.
and
Yeah, this is my hierarchy of DC names.
yeah,
First, Wizards, Commanders. The other two, if you want, I don't really care much, but Nationals got to go at some point. But definitely got to change Wizards and
yeah,
Commanders, especially with the background with the Commanders name. Like he did that as the middle finger. Like All right. Why are we still rocking with this middle finger? Like we just gonna wave the middle finger around, like you know.
We need to
Anyway,
change it.
I digress.
But that's a good segue into our last topic. Coaches getting gone in the NFL. So we'll start with the home team, then we'll
Coaching
go up the
carousel.
road, then we'll go up the road, and then we'll kind of end talking about these playoff games and the implications they have for coaches. So, um, watch the news. They hired their OC.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, they promoted the quarterbacks coach. So, when I saw that, I immediately thought, oh, Dan Quinn, you're on the clock, buddy,
Into the
because
clock. Oh wait, hold on, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I could like
How far?
expound on that a little bit.
How much
all
time is
right,
the clock window?
a
Like a
year,
season or 2 seasons?
a season.
A
So
season.
he
Oh,
thought he
I don't
might have
think
had
so.
2 seasons, right? He thought he
sure.
might have had 2 seasons. He would
Uh-huh.
have got 2 seasons if they went outside the organization,
Mm-hmm.
get an offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Promoting the quarterbacks coach is like, hey, so like all the stuff Cliff was doing wasn't all that bad. And
Mm-hmm.
so if it was,
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit.
you think so? You think the quarterback coach was to me it gives more of the power to Jaden Daniels. And since you're about to give him a mega extension, Dan Quinn, that's why you're on the clock. Because the quarterback coach has a good relationship because he's the go-between between the offensive coordinator and Jaden Daniels. So he knows how to talk to Jaden Daniels to get the best out of him. You Jaden Daniels getting ready, they get ready have to work on that extension, right? Like
Nah, I think it's
he
still.
got a next
Oh
season,
yeah, next season, next year, yeah, yeah.
so Dan Quinn has a year because if next season that Jaden Daniels like, yeah, I ain't really rocking with Dan Quinn, would they go tell him no?
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's looking at it from a negative point of view, from a negative standpoint. But let me say, Quinn has a year left, or like he's on. I don't really think he's on a hot seat because this year was an outlier as far as all of the injuries. Like they literally, what combined 80 games from opening day starters missed, something to that effect. So like I don't think it's like, oh, he has to do something next year. He can't be not have the injury bad luck and then put a bad excuse me product
Mhm.
on the field. But I think they'll be better next year if they stay healthy. I think they're a 500 team if they stay healthy. But as far as Cliff Kingsbury, I think last year was good. It was all well and good. But this year, staying in shotgun as much as they did, pretty much 90 to 95% of the time,
Damn.
they became more predictable. Like they really didn't do anything under center, and it kind of takes away from you know the offense being more dynamic as far from a play action standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Defenses were able to just see, oh, this is where they're coming from, and that made
Mm-hmm.
it that made them a lot easier
So let
to
me ask you
defend.
this real
Mm-hmm.
quick. Was that the case before Jaden got hurt?
That's been the case out both years.
I think
Same
that's
time.
Cliff Kingsbury's that's his offense though. He did it
That's
with
his offense. Yeah.
Arizona.
Okay. I mean, to me, do you think it was more they don't have any running backs?
Mm.
Because I
No,
look at it as
I
that.
think the running backs were. I think the running backs they had were good. I mean, we had a rookie run. I mean, excuse me. Let me say, they had a rookie running back run for 800 yards and some like 5 or 6 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns, I think, and
You
being
talking
benched for a
about
part of the season.
I mean, is 800 yards like if he's the top running back, is that a good rushing
But
season for your
he
team?
wasn't. He necessarily wasn't because they were giving Rodriguez and McNichols. He wasn't even coming in as the top running back at the beginning of the season because they still had
No.
Austin Eckler. But I mean, if he
All
doesn't
right.
have those fumbles, he doesn't get benched. And in a crucial stretch of the season where the losing streak started, he got benched. He lost a lot of playing time because of two fumbles. One in that Chicago game kind of turned the tide of that game, even though the fumble at the end of the game, he wasn't in on that, and that was really more Jaden's fault. But yeah, I mean, a 7th round rookie, that's just how it worked out for him. So
So what does Dan Quinn need to make the playoffs next year?
to save his job, I wouldn't say that. I don't think so. But they have to be better than 5-12.
Okay.
They got to go an NFC South record.
I mean, I
You
okay.
know, a 9-8 for a brother get him fired, but for the other, like keep him hired.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't, and to be honest, I don't see hot seat, and it's only based on the years because he's only had really 1.5 years from the outside looking in.
I'll say this: the defense has to be a lot better for him. The defense, you can't have a 32nd ranked defense and you keep your job as a defensive coach. That I'll say. Defense has to be markedly better for him to keep his job.
Lou, real quick. So what they are what they currently they went. If they okay now, Alphonse. If they go 5-12 or 6-11, if they have another like subpar year, is he hot seat? Is he at the end of that season? Is he fired? In your opinion,
Say it
Lou?
again.
Yeah.
If they go 5-11, 5-12, 6-11, is he fired or is he given another chance?
Um, I I think the season will have to play out. We have to see how it is.
Hmm.
Because I mean, you can have a lot of bad breaks.
Right.
It, it,
Like
it,
hot
it
seat
it
to me
depends on how
means
it looks. The
hot seat to
optics
me
of it
means
determines.
you got to
Uh,
go 10-7 to save your job. So I don't think he's in that situation. But I don't think he's in a situation where they can go another down year. Because then they're gonna get antsy about J5 and like wasting his good years, his contract, and like all the elements come into play. And then you have Terry, he's gonna be older, so we're gonna have that contract on the books. And it's like, what we gonna do now? Like the whole point is like right now, kind of. So I see what you're saying, Fonz, but I don't think it's as dire as it sounded when you open it up. But I definitely can see like we ain't going through this again.
we're gonna put a disclaimer on this too that it's the Cowboys fan that that's making this statement that
Good
it would
Hey,
disclaimer. Good
it would
disclaimer.
be so nice,
You gotta get context. You gotta get full context.
hey,
gotta get
look, man.
a
I've
little
seen
context.
terrible coaches,
So,
think
but
they're not
I
on the
don't think
hot
for a
seat.
stretch at any stretch he's a terrible coach.
No, no, no,
Right.
no, no.
Okay.
I'm saying, it, you know, sometimes it be the situation. But yeah, he's not a terrible coach. I just
Yeah.
think with all the elements happening, like Dane's contract, like all these different things, there's the potential for him next year. Let's talk about this, and he's the one gone.
But
Plus the
choosing
NFL hard.
David Blau as the offensive coordinator, he can't fall on his face. That will hurt Dan a lot. I mean, yeah, Dan a lot.
Agreed.
Coach Quinn, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. As opposed to being guys somebody out from outside for sure.
But I do like the hire though. I want to
I like
reiterate that
I was
it's
a fan
risky,
tunnel.
but Jaden likes him. He
yeah.
could be the next hot coach. He doesn't want. We see he lost both Mike McDaniel and Matt LaFleur because he wasn't sure if they were ready to start play calling, and then they went. And you see that they were good offensive coaches. Um, there was one more point that I wanted to make. Oh, and he couldn't afford to wait
Yeah,
to
that's the
see
other thing.
how the head
Coaches
coaches
shook
that
out.
lost their jobs for them to interview for head coaching jobs to see how it worked out. He had to strike, and I kind
Why
of
couldn't he
like
wait?
that
Why couldn't he wait though?
Because
because
then
then
he'd
because
lose.
Blau would have went to
Oh,
Detroit.
Val was
Detroit
gonna
was
go?
interested in him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
It- it-
they have an offensive coordinator opening.
Gotcha.
yeah, but I'm very interested to see who's the DC that he chooses to go after. I'm hoping it's Raheem Morris. Uh,
If it's Raheem, does Raheem is he question. Does Quinn currently call the defensive plays?
he did
He just started back up in the middle
halfway
of the
through the
season.
season. Yeah.
Okay. Did DC leave or he was still there and they kind of like
Oh no, he just got demoted. He just got fired and then on Monday.
okay, gotcha.
And that was like his good friend that he came from Dallas and he was with him in Atlanta too, I think, right?
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
So yeah. One thing you say, he is loyal to his coaches and his players. That's one thing. His players play for him. That's one thing that helps him as far as the hot seat. His
Yeah.
players played for him. He did not lose the locker room at all.
Gotcha. Got a question real quick, respectfully. Is Cliff Kingsbury NFL Lane Kiffin?
No.
He's not
Okay.
as controversial.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any
He's not as
controversy.
annoying. You don't really have no quotables where you want to punch him in the face.
Okay.
I mean, that's really
He is
what it
kind of
is.
smug, yeah,
And
but
that's what I'm saying.
Smug,
Like, I
but he
don't think
don't.
I'm not saying to the dimension of Lane, but in the realm of the professional NFL world, is he
I
the Lane
mean,
Kiffin of that?
he's closer to the other end of the spectrum, is what I'm saying. So, like, if it's
yeah,
a spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
like the most he'll give you is like some smug, but like he's not. Because again, like I'm sure Lane's that smug to like Lane's like that to his players, right? Like they'll get in
You
the
don't think
back of.
Cliff is?
I think there's a limit because NFL players will punch you in the face.
yeah.
Now, if you this height of Kyler Murray though,
Cool,
like
he was just in Washington, and everybody ain't the height of Kyler Murray in Washington. So like
I
that's what I'm saying. Like
just wondering.
he'll have a look, and then the player might get a look back, like, "Hey, yeah, that's where it better stop."
But
So I
Cliff
think,
actually played too, so in the NFL, or at least was on the roster. So I think he has a different level of respect from players
and I
as
support.
well.
He also has probably seen some people get their ass beat for being an asshole.
Possibly, yeah.
So that's why I say he probably has a limit of like, oh, I know the line and I'm staying far away from it. This they say go make the money, a couple of lumps on it. Moving up the road, Baltimore after 18 years parted ways with John Harbaugh. Um, it, I can't figure out why some people were shocked, as if like, every year we're not watching the Ravens lose in a new ridiculous way. And every year we're like, at some point we have to look at the coach for this because they just keep finding ways to lose. And I'm sorry, like once that kick went left and it went left bad, I was like, oh, he's getting fired. Like everything was set up for him. Chris Boswell missed the extra point, something like he doesn't really do. So you're only down two now instead of three. On 4th and 7, Isaiah Likely, the person who the foot is on the line, ball get knocked out of his hands after he take 2 steps in the end zone, finding ways to lose games. He makes the catch and you still lose the game. Yeah, we got to get some mojo in here. Like
Uh, I don't think it was that game that cost him his job.
It ain't help though.
it
It didn't
wasn't
help.
that game, it was the
It was a
culmination of
culmination.
Yeah, it's a
everything.
combination. It's
Yeah,
all together.
definitely
It's all
culmination.
in there together. Yeah.
It's just bad juju at the end.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had to go. And it's not him. It's 18 years. That's a long
Yeah.
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's a long time. Yeah,
A long time. So like, good job. Like, good
you
job.
know,
Right, thank you.
he got the one Super Bowl. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just
that granted him a lot of grace to the last 18 years.
They need
Yeah.
a
yeah.
young Tomlin, actually.
You said
Mhm.
what?
They need a young Tomlin.
I think they're trying to now wait, I need to look it up.
I'm
Jesse
gonna what's up.
Mentor is not the
Who?
Jesse Mentor, the DC for the Chargers, coincidentally.
What about him? What's the question?
Is he black?
He's Mike
Mike
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
That's the
All right,
best I'm
then
getting right now.
that's not
He
who
but
I'm
he's
thinking
not
of.
he's not Mike
No.
McDaniel.
Okay.
He,
He didn't play in the league then.
okay.
I thought I heard something about they might be interested in Salah as well.
Yeah,
Who?
solid Robert Saleh.
Yeah, 49ers.
49 years DC defensive coordinator.
Yeah, brother.
Um, I mean, we'll see. I think, but see here, I think they're probably going to try to wait and see how these first round playoff games,
Mm-hmm.
because like um, Mike Tomlin gets blown out on Monday night. He too will probably have a mutual parting of the ways with the Steelers.
I got a question about that.
We
So I
just
think
said it was 18 years.
I guess you
no, no,
say
no,
blown
no, no,
out.
no, no. Here's what I'm saying.
It would have
Yeah,
to be bad. It would have to be bad.
right. That, but also earlier when we last, like I think when we last kind of recorded, we were talking about. I can remember saying this out loud. I think he got Rodgers. It might have been in the conference room, but I think he got Rodgers to prove the point. If you give me a quarterback, we can do certain things. And
Yeah.
this only proves if you give me a quarterback, I can do certain things. So I thought this was like a test for him. Like, look,
What
not his
the
test. Huh? What?
what wait. What
What?
things did he do? He
No, no,
did
no, no,
this.
no, no, no. We can do things. I didn't say doing all the things. We can do the things. And sometimes the things is just getting to the playoffs, and then more things can happen. That's all I'm saying.
Fair. But what I'm
But he
saying
held
is
on and he did those things with a good quarterback. He just needs a good quarterback. Like, just give me a
he
He's
did
quarterback.
getting
the
to the
same.
playoffs with bad quarterbacks.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying. He's in the same spot with a
But
good
but but he
But
at the
this is an
show now
old
with a
quarterback, though,
guy.
Fonz. This is a
right.
young good one.
But
He has a guy there now.
what I'm saying is if they go into the first round and get blown out like they
Okay, you
have
can't
the
give us a
past.
blown out
Oh yeah,
scenarios.
yeah.
Give us
Well,
like
yeah.
a lose by 6 or 2 score game.
All right, it's a
2 score
two
game.
score game,
2 score
but
game.
they have the score is 20-10 and they move the ball past the 50-yard line three times the whole game.
Because the
He's
quarterback's
gone.
55.
You
You
just
give me
said
a,
if you get me a guy I can do things.
right. Give me a younger version of him, and we can do
Hey,
things.
we gave you the chance to go get a younger version. Who'd you go get? You went and got Justin Fields and Russell Wilson.
Did
You
he go
picked
get
those
those players?
guys.
Did he get them?
You think he didn't have input in that?
How
The
much?
way the what you mean?
Because before
Enough
that
input
time,
to be like,
I think he
oh,
had input.
was that Luke?
I do think he had input on.
He doesn't, I don't think he's not like not buying the groceries, but he's still like, give me the guy, give me a
it's
guy.
bro, it's 18 years, man. We just
No, no,
the
here's what I'm doing.
same things we said.
We're saying the same thing because yes, he went to the Justin Fields and he said, "Look, I'll take the old Hall of Famer because that's all I can get." So you know what I'm saying? Like he's showing, like, look, I need someone to work for me. He
But
needs a
they'll
quarterback.
never get the quarterback because he's too good, and all he's doing is just throwing a bunch of 9-8 seasons,
Trade
and
for Shador, and then
he's
my
not
life
going to
gets.
do that.
I know. That's optimism.
The best he can do, and if that's the case, is sit out for a year. The Browns put somebody there for a year, and then after doing TV for a year and talking up Shador, then people are like, huh, he really likes Shador a lot. We can see him going there, and it greases the skids.
He's
Cause like,
he's only sitting out to get to Cleveland.
no,
That's a good point. Ain't nobody doing that shit.
No, no, I'm not even saying it like that.
Oh,
You
how else
don't
would you
think
say it, then, Luke?
what I'm saying? What I'm
How else would
saying?
they say that sentence?
that's the only way to say it.
Yeah, that's all.
No, no,
Sorry,
no, no.
Greasy.
It's not about Cleveland. I'm more think asking. Do we think he's going to sit out because he wouldn't get a job right after
No,
losing the Pittsburgh job?
He would get a
I
job,
think he
man.
would sit out because he wanted to not have to do football for a year.
You think that you don't think he would want to stay right back in the coaching?
Nah, I think he at at this point, like my man at the end of the game hit his chest twice and gave a kiss to the camera. I think he's primed and ready for TV. Like
I thought that was because I have a quarterback. I thought like if you give me what
he
I need,
found the
we could do
I
this.
think
camera.
because
He
they
found the
won, right?
camera. He
But
found
that
the
that was a
camera and
roller
did it.
coaster.
He found the camera though and did it. He didn't do it as if he
The camera probably found him, but
But even if he did buy the camera, he's been doing it for 18 years. Or how long he been doing it? But yeah,
yeah.
he knows what the camera is. It's like he
and
with the trip
and
thing. He's like,
and
okay,
this
you know,
that's
oops.
and that's my point. Now he's getting more and more comfortable being like, oh yeah, I'm on TV. So I think he would sit out and do TV. He could make the same amount doing, or probably make more doing TV, less stress. He could still be at all the games he wanted to, because as somebody said on the media, I forgot who, every network would line up to sign him.
Yeah.
He could go to it. He could still be close enough to the game, but not have to do all the stressful shit, not have to be blamed for anything. Yeah, all right. I messed up somebody's name on the broadcast. My bad. Sometimes the old dog gotta hear the name again. Whatever euphemism he gonna throw, we gonna eat it up, baby. We
Yeah.
gonna eat it up for a year. Like, so that's what it's not that he wouldn't get a job. He'd be number one. I think
So you
him and
said two
Harbaugh,
score lead, he gets fired. If it's a 10 point game, he gets fired.
if the offense looks terrible, if the Texans go out there and smother them, even with DK Metcalf back, yeah, I think
He
it's
gets
that seat.
fired.
I, so I think the seat gets
Fired?
real hot. It gets real hot because at this point, this is like five straight seasons of 9-8 or 8-9 and get or 9-8 or 10-7 and getting demolished in the first round of the playoffs.
Do I
Like,
have permission to raise my that's racist flag if he gets fired after a 10-point loss?
I don't think
Um,
so. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not at Pittsburgh. Um,
Which is
I
why
think
they
the
gonna fire
Rooney's.
him.
I think
It's
the Rooney's might
18 years.
get a pass on that, and he's been there that long.
Like,
You
and I
know,
don't think I think it'll be a mutual pardon. I think he'd be like, yeah, you know what? It might be time.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and
possible.
go do this TV right quick. See what that's hitting for. You know,
Well, all I can
sit
say is get
out
a
for
brother
a
a
year.
quarterback and see what happens.
But how? How are they supposed to get a
I don't know how.
quarterback?
You know, I don't saw their problems with no money.
Like, like it ain't.
I ain't the GM. Because if I
But
was, we
even if
free trade what you do.
well, see, that's what I was gonna say. In Madden, you'd have to pull off some ridiculous Madden trade to make that happen.
Give me Shador. We rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
Shador and Rogers can come back next year as a consultant.
yeah, I'm good on him from here. Him too. He can go somewhere. Mike McDaniels is gone in
Another black man lost a job. Mm.
in Miami. Oh, but this is what I wanted to say. Oh, keeping with the theme of the weekend. Matt LaFleur, quiet as is kept. Packers don't look good. He might be gone. He
How long
doesn't.
he been there?
3 years,
Uh,
4 years.
so wait. So last year Aaron Rodgers was with the Jets, and then the year
Last
before,
2 years.
Yeah, last 2 years before. Yeah.
so he was there 2 years with the
Oh,
Jets.
he been
So
there for a minute. One,
yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years.
so he don't have a contract. I
Nah,
mean,
he
he
ain't no,
got
you know, so he can't be the hot seat, bro.
just hear me out,
Okay,
right? He has this year and then next year. Are the only years left on this deal,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaches don't coach with 1 year remaining on their contract because you're essentially a lame duck, and the locker room will respect you. Like you're not going to be here next year. Well, I'm going to
Okay.
go play hard for you. So if the owner wanted to lock him up and not make this a question, he
Mm-hmm.
would have done it already, so that we're not even talking about this. You can extend him. You can. What's the wait? What's the holdup?
You say he got 2 years on his contract left, though, right?
But that's essentially one because if he if you're not going to re-sign him, he doesn't coach next year.
Well, what if? It's like what I'm hearing right now, based on what you're saying, is they would negotiate this offseason.
And my point is, if he was secure, then you would already have it done. You wouldn't go into the off season
Okay.
unless you were okay with him leaving.
Okay.
Because if he goes in and you want to negotiate in the off season and he come off and they get to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, price of the brick went up.
Right. That's what okay. Yeah, that's what we're saying the same thing.
So
They're using this time window to go one way or the other. The playoffs is that
right, but if he loses
yeah.
and you don't like the way he lost,
Right. Yeah.
you,
We're saying the
so
same thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he that's a little bit of a dicey situation. And then if Matt LaFleur becomes available,
That's what I'm confused. Like, what more? Like, who gonna outcoach that? Like, who's the person who come? Like, yeah, now we got a coach. Like, what more do you want from me? Like, what?
the audacity of NFL coaches is beyond your comprehension right
the
now.
the coaches or the NFL? I mean, or the owners?
Both. That's why they believe these things. Because you're right. If you were trying to go replace Matt LaFleur, you might be like, hey, let me get a coach in between. Let me go get a buffer. Even if I
Yeah,
like it, let me let somebody else go up there and mess up first. I don't want to be the
got
coach
you.
to follow that because did you see what he been doing? Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
like I
Let me
don't
go
know.
take a job where somebody been messing up and let
Right.
me go gloss that up. But
Yeah.
no, they believe, nah, I am better than him, so I'm gonna go up there. And most of the time they're not.
You gotta get
And
Signetti. Only one in the landscape is Signetti. That's one way I can see you coming to do better than that. Like to come in like he's gonna improve the Packers. That's a tall mountain to climb.
yeah, but the egos of the owners, man,
Yeah.
or the people who signing the coaches, because as I said, like I just got this done mid-season. Like, look, we want you back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be here or you don't want to be here? Well, we're gonna run with the story that you don't. We will starting our search.
Gotcha.
because we want to get out ahead of this. And then at that point, like, or maybe we're like, all right, look, we won't say anything till after the season, but we will start our search. So we'll tell our company to keep it on the hush. And if somebody talk about it, then whatever the case may be, they have those mechanisms.
Hmm.
But I don't think you let it get this far unless you know we might not have them next year, and we're absolutely okay with that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
um, oh, and then the Bills lose. Sean McDermott's definitely fired.
Mm.
I don't care how they lose. I don't care if they lose. I don't, it does not matter. If they lose to the Jaguars, he is fired.
For real?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done. He'd be done. They first of all, in the like no one expected the Patriots to be the number two seed.
Hmm.
That was supposed to be the Bills. The
Mm.
Bills can't stop anybody running. He's a defensive coach. Josh Allen had a not even a huge drop from his MVP season. He's just not the MVP that we saw last year, and they got like four losses because of that.
Mm.
And so it's like we definitely need a new voice in here. And like he does weird stuff. Like he gave a speech where like he was talking about the courage of the 9/11 people and not the
Which
good
side of
side,
the ball?
not the good side of the ball.
Well, which side of the ball you think is that the good side? We might be talking. Wait, which side of the
The
ball?
side that would get him in trouble inside of an NFL locker room. Whatever
Oh,
you deem, which side you deem that is,
okay.
and whether that side is good or bad, the
Okay.
side that would get him in trouble if that part came out of an NFL locker room, is
Gotcha.
how I'll put it. And so
Uh,
it's just, no, it's not a good look for him. So, and then at that point, like, you've got a job for opening up where you could coach Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, depending on what happens in Green Bay,
mm-hmm.
uh, Jordan Love, and
Mm-hmm.
Micah Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Miami, I don't know what they're doing, so that's a bad job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, who else am I missing?
Brown.
Oh, the Browns.
It's
That's
a
a
bad
bad
job.
job
It's a
because
bad job.
they're the Browns. Like
It's a Brown.
not a
It's a
lot
bad.
of, so like that's five jobs. Are we missing anybody else? Oh, the Titans.
Ravens.
No, I said the
Raiders.
Ravens.
Sorry, Raiders.
Oh,
Raiders.
Raiders is a bad job. The Titans, I put that as a good job because you got Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm.
So like you got four good jobs out of the seven.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's gonna be a fight to see.
Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. I think that's a bad job because they don't know what they're doing with their quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Atlanta. You say
So
Atlanta?
I did not say Atlanta. That's Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to Bomani Jones with Dominique Foxworth, and
Mm-hmm.
he asked, "How mad do you think Arthur Blank is for not breaking the owner's the owner's code and going to get Lamar Jackson?"
He did. Wait, what was the owner's code? Why did you get DeMar Jackson?
Because the owner said, "Don't sign Lamar Jackson. Don't tell Lamar Jackson you wouldn't trade for him." You don't remember that? Oh, you've been on the sideline. So like back when they was doing this contract, they could did that. I don't.
Uh-oh.
It was the stupidest thing because everybody knew that like, hey, the reason. Oh shit. I, I think am I good now?
Yeah, he was good now. Yep.
Um,
But still a
but
little choppy.
yeah, you're good though. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the only reason they would do that is if they knew that no one would trade for him, and they would tell him that. And the only way that you're sure of that is going to happen is if all you guys sat down and said, "Hey, do
So
us
they
this
all so the
solid."
owners were trying to keep him in Baltimore to help out the Baltimore ownership, keeping their asset. And so they
Well,
all agreed
essentially,
not to.
essentially more so to keep the quarterback structure the way it is
Mm,
because of the it, and not everybody but the Browns because of the Browns. This was a little bit after the Deshaun Watson thing. And
Gotcha.
so Lamar Jackson was like, I'm better than him if he got guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm.
He was
I got
the
you.
he was
Well,
the next one to push really get it. Kyler folded and somebody else folded, but they
mm-hmm.
weren't of Lamar Jackson's caliber.
Right.
And so, of course, Baltimore was like, we're not giving you guaranteed money. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, well, let me go see if I can get it. And
Mm-hmm.
they were like, sure. But that's because everybody was like, yeah, no, no, we're not giving quarterbacks guaranteed contracts. So
That's
less
interesting.
about keeping the asset in Baltimore, more so about we can't open the door to guarantee contracts. We have to shut this door that they put ajar because they're being the fucking Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but imagine if Lamar Jackson was down there with Bijan Robinson, uh,
Drake
Drake
London
London, Kyle Pitts.
and that other young boy they got that's kind of fast too. So,
They
hey, well,
ended up with Matt LaFleur as a coach. So, real quick, let's me run through my playoff picks and then we can get on out of here.
all right.
Um, I've got the Rams beating the Panthers. I've got the who's the Saturday night game?
I just had the playoff joint up. Give me 1 second.
Um,
NFL playoffs, music's playing in the back. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So you have AFC Steelers, Texans,
that's Monday
Jaguars,
night.
Bills, Patriots, Chargers.
All right, so I'm going with the Jaguars. I'm going with the Texans, and
Question:
I'm
you have the
going with the
Jaguar.
Patriots.
Are they home? Yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. Say it again. I apologize. You said Jaguars.
Patriots and Texans.
You got home teams. All right. And then NFC Panthers, Rams, Eagles, Niners, Bears,
Hold
Packers.
up. Texans on the road because the Steelers won the division.
Oh, you said Texans. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
And then I'm going with the Eagles.
Ooh, that's gonna be a game.
I don't know about that Bears and Packers. You got to ask me at kickoff on that one. I don't flip a coin. And then what was the
Is Jordan
last
Love
one?
healthy?
He's as healthy as he could be playing.
Gotcha. Well, he's playing. All
Yeah, he's playing.
right.
What was the last one?
Panthers, Rams.
Oh, Rams. Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
we'll see how I do with that. In my little pick'em league, I split second place this year,
All right.
which was good. I forgot a lot of the first game, so to be in second, I'm actually not mad.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, so good first time back, good little run.
Yep.
So thank for all those folks who's missed us. We back, baby.
Yep.
So until next time, peace.
Peace.